following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
He's coming. Check in. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Carr now on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Hurry up.
On second and 11 now. Flacco. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Wait, ready. Monday, that's left.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Carr will try it again on second down. This one to Foster Moreau, the rookie from LSU. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dad, 20. Right there in the middle, 55. Monday. 5-0. Switch. 28.
On 2nd and 9. Flacco looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
55. Here we go. Hey. No. Tight dog. 22 jet bomber.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco, he finds Hearns left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Jim.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Here we go, D. Here. Hey, Zoo. Come again.
Throwing now is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Flacco. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Wait! Like 80! You're over here, you're over here.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. We're doing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Carr gives to Richard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come up with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On the ground, Richard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 60 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night.
And that's the second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
47's the mic. It's going to be a long...
Here's Carr to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 24, Flacco over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Broncos.
Leon, lock it in. Check.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
We got this.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
He's checking.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Flacco now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get that ball right here. 80. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
2nd and 5 now. Flacco throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Flacco throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run on first down. Richard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Down to lose 1. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, Monday.
Sanders has it over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd down, Richard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep him.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, 75 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.